shock. Emotions ran high in court today as two drivers were sentenced for mowing down a young, newly engaged couple. The drivers had been racing down the highway. CBS 2's Jennifer McLogan reports from Mineola.
Steps from the courtroom, they held one another and wept.
And it's a very solemn day. Solemn because our Elisheva and Yisrael cannot be brought back to life.
21-year-old Yisrael Levin, 20-year-old Elisheva Kaplan perished in a crash just days after announcing their wedding plans. The newly engaged couple leaving a Passover celebration April of 2018. Their vehicle exploded on the Nassau Expressway in Inwood when rammed by cars driven by Rahmel Watkins and Zakiah Stewart, racing, speeding up to 100 miles an hour at 2 a.m. bound for a Queens casino.
Today's sentencing closes a horrific chapter, but for the family standing behind me, this will be a lifelong sentence.
Without their beloved children, buried before they had a fair chance at living their promising lives.
When they walked into a room, the room lit up. There was something magnetic and charismatic about them.
If you lose a parent, you're an orphan. If you lose a spouse, you're widowed. What do you call if you lose a child?
Stewart took a plea deal, 3 to 9 years in prison, but Watkins, a career criminal with a violent past, went to trial, found guilty, and did not receive the maximum sentence.
And I'd like to speak on behalf of my deceased son Yisrael and my deceased daughter Elisheva. We appealed to the judge for 25 years to life. He chose instead to only give 18. Compassion to the criminal.
The judge read letters from the convict about his lack of family structure, raised on the streets, in and out of constant trouble.
We hope that both Mr. Watkins and Ms. Stewart could turn their lives around. The biggest beneficiary of that would be themselves.
Hope for rehabilitation in prison, they said, as the grieving families pray for strength to go forward. From Mineola, Long Island, Jennifer McLogan, CBS 2 News.
And both defendants apologized to the victims' families.